Hello, welcome to Learning English with Mr. Merlos in Merlos English. This is the video number 1 of a series in which we'll try to explain all of the tenses of the English language for intermediate level students. And we're going to start with the topic number 1, and this is going to be the simple present. Specifically, the verb to be. We're going to check out about the conjugation and the use. Normally verbs, when are conjugated, right, we take the base form with different subjects, whether the subject is a pronoun or a common or a proper noun, and the verb, right, is used with just little changes. Specifically, the changes, right, we apply them in the third person in singular. Then most of the other forms are exactly the same. But the verb to be, it has, right, a base form as all of the other verbs, but it doesn't share the same type of conjugation that the other verbs. So having this structure is going to be wrong. So what is the correct conjugation of the verb to be? Is the following. Let's check it out. Let's start with the affirmative form. Let's pronounce. We say, I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, and they are. So what does it mean? That we have three forms in the conjugation of the verb to be: am, are, and is. And we have to use that form depending on the person that is the subject of the sentence. In the negative form, what we do is adding a particle, a negative particle, the word not. And with that, we make the negative form. We say, I am not, you are not, he is not, she is not, it is not, we are not, you are not, or they are not. We only need this, right, for the negative. In questions, what we do is switch the position between the subject and the verb. And the verb is going to take the initial position in the sentence. This happens when we make a question. And then in the pronunciation, we have this. Am I? Are you? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are we? Are you? And are they? Obviously, this is not the only form that we can use for the correct conjugation of the verb to be. Also, we have the contracted form. In contractions, what we do is make sounds shorter. This is a common practice of native speakers. So we have also, right, have to get used to using these forms. Let's start with the affirmative contraction. So we say, I'm, you're, his, she's, it's, we're, you're, their. Here, they loses, right, the sound A, and it becomes more like an A sound. So we say their. And what is happening here is that we are fusing the verb with the pronoun and making one single word. So this makes the pronunciation easier. For the negative form, we have different options. We can fuse the verb with the pronoun as we do in the other forms before, and have the particle not separated from that contraction, like in I am not. In contractions, I am not is the only option. But for are and is, we have a second option. That is fusing the particle not to the verb instead of fusing, right, the verb, right, to the pronoun. So we can do that and we get a separated word. In the case of are, we get aren't, and in the case of is, we get isn't. So we can say you aren't, or we can fuse the verb with the pronoun and have the particle separated and say you're not. Look at the difference. You aren't, you're not. So we can have he isn't, or is, we can fuse it with the pronoun, and we can have she's not. She's not. So the same, we can have he's not if we want. This is only a matter of choice, right? It depends on what you want to say. The same example here, it's not, we could have it isn't if we want. Here we have it separated, we say we aren't, right? We've used the verb to be with the particle not, or we can have it, right, joined, right, joining the, fusing the verb to be with the pronoun and have not separated, like we're and not. Here we see you're not and they aren't, but also there is a possibility of using they're not. This is for the negative in the contractions. Repeat, I'm not, you aren't, he isn't, she's not, it's not, we aren't, you're not, or they aren't. In the questions, we don't have a contraction, so we keep the same form that we checked before. Let's continue with the functions of the verb to be. We use the verb to be to talk about identity. In this case, the complement of the sentence is going to be a noun. It could be a proper noun or a common noun. Look at the examples. I am a teacher. He isn't Paul. Are they doctors? We are Louis and Sally. She isn't my brother. Is it a dog? We use verb to be to talk about location. In that case, we have a noun that is together with a preposition. So we say she is in the mall. It isn't on the table. Are you at the doctor's office? I am next to the tree. He isn't near the store. Are they far from here? So here the preposition is the key element to know that we're talking about location. We use the verb to be to talk about appearance, personality, or mood. This happens when we use an adjective as the complement of the verb to be. Look at the examples. I am happy. He isn't intelligent. Are they angry? She is tall. We aren't sad. Is it good? Okay, my friends, this is all. Thank you very much for paying attention. I hope you have learned a lot. And join me for more information about the English language in previous videos. Subscribe to my channel Ismael Merlos in YouTube or like my fan page Merlos English in Facebook. So in that way you won't miss the opportunity of checking more videos about this beautiful language, the English language. Ta-da for now!